Hey, I'm Tom.
And I'm Tanner.
Welcome to episode 53 of Bird Squawk.
Well, we continue to wait.
Another week of the Wentz saga.
Just every day I go
Dun, dun, dun.
Every day I go on ESPN or whatever.
The Wentz watch.
It's coming. It's coming this week. It's coming in days. I don't know.
Hours.
The market seems like it's closing, but there's still talk there.
He's going to Indy.
I don't know.
I've said it all along. He's going to Indy. He's going to reunite with Frank Reich.
The Bears are trying.
He's going to be back to normal, and I hope he kills us for the next 10 years.
Well, I don't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far.
But
I wish him nothing but well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, I've worked at places. I worked place where sometimes you don't want to be there, and he's who knows what's going on in the background, why he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, so Bills, Colts, the two front runners, still the front runners, going back and forth each day. It's to the point to me, just pull the trigger. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna budge.
Bears, Colts.
What did I say?
You said Bills.
Oh, Bears, Colts. My bad. Not the
He's
Bills.
not going to the Bills.
No, he's not going to the Bills. They got Josh Allen, and they're perfectly fine. It's to the point that you got to pull the trigger and just get this thing over with.
Yeah, just.
I don't think anyone's gonna budge at this point. The only team that I think is gonna budge is the Bears, but I don't see them doing it either. I think you can get probably a second, couple seconds maybe, and maybe a player. I really don't know what they're gonna get back from him.
I will just say it's again so crazy that we are at this point.
And unfortunately, we are at this point. Also, Zach Ertz finally getting shopped around. I think everyone knew this was coming at some point. Seahawks and the Colts, maybe a package deal there. Who knows?
I mean, we love Ertz. I mean, he had some great years for us, but I think we all did see last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a warrior.
It just
Wishing
wasn't
nothing
there.
but the best, but yeah, it's time for
Yeah,
him to
he's going to be moved at some point. 1 year left on that contract. Indy or Seattle will be good for him as well. I mean, but I guess today the big story that we can talk about is what the heck are they doing here at 6? I mean, we made a video maybe 3 weeks ago, a month ago, kind of where we were at, and we have now accelerated past the people we were talking about. There's probably like 2 possible. I think I've come to the realization that I want Surtain. I think I want that corner to go with Slay if we keep him. But I think I want that lockdown secondary if you can get to that.
I think I'm almost with you that, you want to get some guy, lock down that secondary. Some guy that's going to be there 10 years, put down roots, make some plays. But I still would love a weapon for.
Oh, I do. Yes, I 100% too.
I think as a fan base, I mean, it sucks to even think about this, but we got to be realistic and know that we are just not going to be good for a couple years.
No, it's 100%
this is a total rebuild.
And that leads right into, we could be even back to square one. We thought we were back to square one with getting rid of Carson, but I've been saying it the last couple weeks. I am legitimately getting to the point that I am scared at what they're going to do at 6. I truly am scared that they might take Justin Fields. And there's nothing against that kid, but Ohio State just does not pan out.
I really don't see that because I feel like Howie got his golden goose with Jalen just by the way he came out and proclaimed that he didn't want to miss out on Russell Wilson again.
Dude, the quarterback factory though. You gotta get the next guy. You gotta get the next guy in line, even though you've had the one for 1 year.
I think we all know how that ended up.
Yeah.
The quarterback factory went out of business. Howie just didn't pick the day it was going to go out of business. I mean, you can't be paying a guy what you paid Wentz, give him the keys to the franchise, and then draft his replacement and say, hey, we couldn't miss out on Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And what are you saying to the guy in front of him?
Yeah. We're just waiting for you to guess so we can get him in.
So, I mean, again, I will say for the millionth time, we ran out the coach.
Yeah.
We ran out the quarterback.
Yeah.
And Howie has stayed. He has
Yeah.
survived. Don't know how. And in the draft, I just don't have any faith in this guy.
No.
I don't even know if I'll turn the draft on because every year I sit there and go, get this guy.
Yeah.
He's on the board.
Yep.
And we go totally opposite.
Yep.
So
it's always disappointment in the draft.
But I'll tell you what, they did contact me today for my money for my season tickets for next year. So I hope all you season ticket holders got that email and we're all in for next year because they want their cash.
Yeah, I mean, it is just so frustrating that this is where we're at. I know until this thing truly sails, I know it's practically sailed, but until he's truly not on the team anymore, you kind of just dwell on where this team is, because while he's still on the team, you can't feel like you can start that new sheet and new chapter yet.
And I think the other teams are just waiting for that March 19th deadline.
Yeah, like
to be like, hey, we make this deal, or you pay him $10 million.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's really coming down.
Howie has totally screwed this whole thing up.
He's botched it. And
totally.
I think really this whole Wentz thing has really shown, I know a lot of people thought of this, believe this too before, that Howie 100% has his people in the media to kind of stir things up.
He's dropping dimes to these
it's
guys.
just so much talk.
The leaks are coming from Howie.
They have to be.
Or they're coming from his underlings or something, because
they have to be.
You know, and like we talked about before, I mean, we found out that, you know, Jeff Lurie has as much culpability in all of this crap that's going on, because he's tinkering in the background with stuff as well.
It just, because you want to be excited. It's the Eagles. You want to get excited for that. But, like, free agency, you're going to get no one.
I have not been this low in years.
Philadelphia's never been a major market, but definitely up there that you draw people in. I just feel like that's gone right now.
We got no money.
That's the thing,
$10 million we were going to give Wentz in March, we need that money.
Well, this is the thing,
That's 2 or 3 players we can give some money to.
What? Wentz is $30 million of dead cap, and when they get rid of Ertz, he's like another 10.
So the guy who supposedly is a cap genius is not a cap genius.
It just annoys me because the parts with Wentz, man, they get to the point that even now people in the media are realizing that, hey, he's going to bounce back. There are finally people coming around to the point that, like, oh yeah, there's people saying if the Bears, some guy, I forget who, he's a pretty well-known guy, he said if the Bears get Wentz, they're a Super Bowl contender. And we've been saying if the Colts get Wentz, they're a Super Bowl contender.
Oh, that was Bart Scott.
Yeah.
Bart Scott, yeah, the old Jet. I mean, I feel like really he's more comfortable going to Indy.
Yes.
I think he needs a place like that where there's not a lot of pressure. Right? They're probably a quarterback away from contending.
For sure.
But there's not that media presence.
Yes.
And you know, under the spotlight.
Good
they're
fan
out in the
base.
Midwest.
Yeah.
You know, nice and easy.
For sure. Good fan base and less media, of course.
And I think he will do well.
I mean, it's closer to home, too. I mean, either of those locations is closer to home. Not that makes a difference, but kind of, I truly believe that, and when it happens, but I truly believe it's
a dark day.
It will be a dark day when that happens.
Where we're at as a franchise.
I just feel
the
like
gold standard. We were the gold standard. What happened to that? What happened?
It just scares me because that's a step back. And then if you really go out, because a recent mock draft I saw today, I don't know who did it, but they showed us trading up to 3 to get Fields. And I put a little bit here. The most 3 recent Ohio State quarterbacks, like I said, Fields could be completely different, but just the track record is not good. Most recently, Dwayne Haskins. We know how that worked out. Cordell Jones torched Alabama in the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
What terrible.
XFL.
And then the third most recent guy was Terrell Pryor, who ended up being a wide receiver. It's not there. And then that's the thing is, we don't even know what Jalen is. What happened? All of a sudden we want to get a new person, but Jalen was the future of not even just the Eagles, but the NFL. The national media was absolutely loving Jalen Hurts. And now we're moving on.
And when this Wentz thing goes down, don't get me wrong, we're gonna saddle up and we're gonna be on board with Jalen.
Like I'm already
we're talking ourselves into it.
Hurts is our quarterback, and if we are really gonna move on from him already, that just shows where this organization is. They don't know what they're doing.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. We are in such disarray that it's crazy that as a fan base, we see that. Yes. And the guys in the building that are so close to this fire think they have everything under control.
Yeah.
It drives me insane.
It's just
I don't get it.
It's the never ending, just like, what are we doing?
You know, we turned into the Browns. We turned into the Browns, literally.
It is kind of, it feels like we're at that level. That it's just like, what is the upside at where we're at right now?
I don't see one for the
next 2 or 3
years.
I don't see one for a while.
It's going to be a 3-year rebuild.
Because the thing is,
I'm concerned.
Right before 3 weeks ago when we made that draft video, I was against trading back. But at this point, the thing is, I'm all on board with getting more draft picks. But the thing is, I don't have any trust of them hitting on them.
No, I don't have any trust of them taking a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So it's like...
And like you said, we don't know what we got in Jalen. No. We really don't. He played 4 games. Now you throw in, we don't know what we got in Sirianni.
No, that's true too.
This is an unproven head coach.
That's the thing.
First time head coach.
With Carson and Doug, his first season, I wasn't expecting much, but I knew there was going to be somewhat of success, somewhat of some positives, and that's what happened. And then obviously we know what happened the next year. But it's just like, it is really a blank sheet that they're going to go into next season with a pretty team. And the changes aren't going to make a difference, in my opinion, of wins and losses, at least for next year. And I think people know that.
It's dismal. It's dismal, but you know the link is going to be full.
It can be, yes.
If fans can come back.
People will be there.
We will be there. Everyone will be there. But I just think we got a long road to build back.
I agree, unfortunately. But
And I'll say it again. As I keep saying, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago, we won the Lombardi Trophy.
Yep.
You know, we gave our soul to the devil, which is Howie. We sold our soul to the devil, which is Howie, and now it's time to pay the piper.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys, as always. Wentz Watch continues.
Wentz Watch.
We may be back next Wednesday. We may be before then. Whenever it goes down, we will be here when it finally happens, discussing the trade. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Once again, we're going to plug the Instagram account at birds_squawk. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.